Going for a three-peat, taking on the Naperville Central Redhawks. Set for the face-off, the draw, picked up by the Trevians. Novak up ahead, and now taken away by the Redhawks briefly. They strong-arm it into the Trevians' end, back behind the goal line. Now taken by Novak. We're high up in the press box. The regular press box, not the television press box. Over here to the near side, drop pass. Now Lutz tried to center it. Puck kind of sat there for a moment. Now strong-armed away, taken by the Redhawks to the near side. Sandler gets it out to center ice. And now lose the puck and gain a face-off. Naperville Central playing out of the Metro West. Once again, New Trier, the strength of their defense has gotten them here. The Trevians have outscored their opponents down the stretch here, something like 25-8, including the Scholastic Cup playoff. Something like that, maybe even a little bit more than that. The 3 or something. They killed him. Got through to the near side. Now taken by Morgan Baker. He tried to get it out of the zone. And now knocked away from Kosiski and into the zone. Now taken by the Trevians. Brad Lau. Lau spreads it out. Lau dropped past it. Kavanaugh fed it off the boards, out ahead. Back come the Redhawks. Centering pass right in front. Couldn't get the shot away. Nice job by Chad Bidwell. Tying the man up. A whistle and a stoppage of play. The net being dislodged. Well, our winter sports season officially comes to an end with this game. And it'll be on to baseball. Next week on the network, our baseball season opens. So join us for that. Back behind the goal line. Lindsay out to the point. The big cranker by Heimlich. And off the glass to the back after it was deflected. Now a big cranker by Jansen, and that went wide. Now back behind the goal, over here to the near side. Out to the high slot, held in by Jansen. Evan Lindsay wraps it around the boards. Centered up high and all the way through. And that's going to be icing. As the Redhawks tried to get it out of the zone, and they certainly succeeded in doing that. On the far side, Novak. Now Marte centered it, but there wasn't anybody there for the Trebs. Now flipped into the zone. The long shot, the save. On the shot from Paseski. Grabbed and held on by Eric Fossum. Now a shot up against the glass, back behind the boards, over here to the near side. And something like 90 minutes now since anyone has scored on the Trevians. 90 plus minutes here in the United Center. Novak to the near side, under the pass a little short. Now Travis Tingey puts it into the Redhawks end. Vitt ridden off the puck, near side, picked up and centered, stolen by the Trevians. Back behind the goal. Ricky Lee put it to the corner. Now back over here to the near side. John Heitman ranged in off the point. Picked up and out high. Now Johnny Heitman, near side. Heitman fed it ahead, back into the Redhawks end. Picked up there by Kasiski. He put it to the near side off the boards by DiMaria, and the Trevians stole the puck, and now it's up on that goal right behind the goal. And the whistle stops the play. On the near side, now picked up by Baker. He put it out to the point. Tingey. Bobby Wilson putting the man in the boards hard. Deep to the corner. Ranged ahead, bounced off, and out come the Redhawks. Kavanaugh fed the pass ahead. The shot, the save. Paseski got that shot away. Now it's in the corner. Pops free. Everybody overskated a little bit. Back into the corner. And the Trevians control. To the near side, Travis Tingey. Tingey out to center ice. Back comes Kosiski. He lost the handle. Back to the red line and whistle on a stoppage of play. A minor for roughing on Naperville Central. Brian Kavanaugh, a minor for roughing. Now picked up near side. Brad Lau, far side. Now put over here to the near side and into the zone, and the Redhawks clear. Lau back to set the play up. He'll set it up on the near side. Lau on the breakout to the far side. Bouncing puck, knocked down by Vitt. Vitt right in front. Lutz, and then knocked away from him as he tried to turn the corner by Keith Manchester. On the far side, out to the high slot. Wilson with the blast, and that went wide. Near side, Andrew Vitt. Vitt tried to center it, tried again, didn't get it. Pauko was the forechecker that got in his way, and now cleared out ahead. We got a breakaway. In, shot, save, rebound, no. Wilson swept it away, and back the other way. To the near side, Andrew Vitt. Right into the slot. Oh, just shot it wide. A little flick by Lutz went wide. To the near side, back out to the point. Back to the near side. Big cranker by Vitt and the save. And now dug along the boards a little bit. Pops free. Deep to the corner. Little give and go. No. Lutz. Charlie Lutz. Near side. Vitt out to the point. Held in the zone by the Trevians. Andrew Vitt. Shot, save, rebound. No. Hold on. Ricky Lee was there, looking for the rebound, and Dennis Anderson with the save.
That's Blackhawk Cup, number of events on sale now.
Chad Bidwell and Pat Tumblety to face it off. Tumblety, the super freshman for the Redhawks, back behind the goal line. Mike Scala, now Evan Lindsay. Lindsay back behind the goal line, over here to the near side. Centered, now sent to the far side, out at the point, and cleared by Anthony DiMaria. To the near side, now fed ahead, back into the zone, and it was deflected. Saz put it to the far side, Scala right in front, Lindsay right through to the near corner. And cleared by DiMaria. He was looking for the man out high. Now the Trevians just dump it right back into the zone. Saz put it to the far side, up on the bouncing board, and the outlet pass well over lead, and that's icing against the Redhawks. I think they may have wanted a line change was the reason for that lengthy ice. Heitman put it to the far corner, now near side, out to the point, held in the zone. Heitman with the blaster. That ran into traffic out front, over to the far corner. Now the Redhawks ramming around the boards to the near side. Heitman reins in off the point, kept it in deep. Trevians try to set it up out top. Now wrapped around to the far corner. Loose puck, bounced around a little bit, off the boards, picked up. Now shot, and a goal! Deflected in by Marte. Brad Lau. And Marte with the deflection through the 5-hole of Dennis Anderson, and the Trevians on the board. Now on the near side, this is Vid. He put it over to the far side. Picked up and back behind the goal by Paseski. Bouncing puck. Trevians keep it in the zone. Spread out. On the near side, now Lutz. He got it to the side of the crease and then cleared out of there by the Redhawks. Trevians regroup at their own blue line. Novak flips it into the zone. Back behind the goal line, wraps around again to the near side. And Andrew Vitt. Now Lutz with the shot and save. Rebound, no. Here's Vitt, another shot, a goal! Ricky Lee. The Trevians, opportunistic to give up that many rebounds, and eventually someone's going to put it in. Now near side. They're saying McKay Freed Brown on that goal, but that was Ricky Lee, clearly. McKay Freed Brown was on the other side of the bench, the long side of the bench. Now the face-off, again, as we lost the puck, we did it over again. Now picked up by Wilson, the shot, the save, goal! Oh my! Big flurry here, Bobby Wilson puts it home. As Anderson gave up another rebound. Here, the Trevians have managed to get themselves on the board in a big hurry. Bobby Wilson finds the puck, popping it free from Anderson and putting it in for the goal. Soft, following the goal, picked up by Tumblety. He lets loose a blast for the goal. A blue line, blue plate special by Pat Tumblety, the freshman. And it's 3-1. Gives the Naperville Redhawks reason for hope. They're down now 3-1. That's the first goal given up in over 100 minutes for the new Trier Trevians here on the United Center ice. Close back into the new Trier end, picked up by Johnny Heitman. Heitman fed it ahead and back deep into the zone, and that's icing against the Trevians. Trevians dump it down again. Another icing. Penalty unassisted. They chased the two centers. They couldn't line up properly. There's a shot that ran into traffic. On the near side board, out beyond the blue line. Down goes Mike Scala. He got bumped at the blue line. Picked up again by Heitman. Would have been offside anyway against the Trevians. Now flipped back into the Trevians end. I'll put it to the far side. Picked up by Bidwell. Bidwell backhanded it out to center ice. Right back in, and that was offside anyway. They call it intentional. Move it all the way down like an icing. Far side now wrapped around the boards in the Redhawks end. They push it along, push it along, push it along, and now finally frozen. Whistle stops the play. The draw controlled by the Redhawks. The Redhawks get it out to center ice. All the way down, and that's icing against the Redhawks. Well, my goodness, this has been a long season. It's going to be kind of tough watching the seniors this year leave. Watching them develop and grow and getting here. Now they go on to new things. Much as though you say, you're not going to do it, you're not going to do it, you do get emotionally attached. Sent over to the far side, Paco, he clears it out to the point, held in by Marte. Now off the boards, cleared out the center ice. And now picked up by McKay Freed Brown. He put it to the near side. And the puck brought into the zone by the Redhawks. Over to the far side now. Novak. He fed it ahead to the near side. And dribbles into the zone. Wrapped around the boards by Rudman to the far side. Held in the zone again by the Trevs. They tried to dump it back in deep, and instead the Redhawks have it on the near side. The give and go out high, held in by the Trevians. A shot saved. Puck dribbles away and picked up by Keith Manchester. Manchester clears it out of there and all the way down. That's going to be icing. And it is. Boy, that was close call for the Redhawks. Wrapped around to here again to the near side. Centering attempt off this side of the net. Now again to the near side. Couple of bumps. Now put over to that far side. Swatted at and the whistle. And we've got a penalty for checking from behind on one of the Trevians. Charlie Lutz, a minor for checking from behind. Our first baseball games on the network. Highland Park versus Zion Benton in the doubleheader. First New Trier game will be New Trier versus Carmel, and then Loyola. So our season is not too far away from baseball. Starting in the spring here. Spring starts this week. Flipped into the zone by Heitman. A heavy bump on Lindsay. Now cleared out ahead, out to center ice. Big blaster in the save, and Fossum will hold on. Wow, off the face-off. Shovel shot, no. Knocked out of there, but the net was dislodged anyway, stopping the play. Put in deep and back behind the goal line. Paco has it there. Brett Paco brings it up to the far side. 1 minute now left to play here in the first period. Centering attempt, that didn't quite work. Deflected to the far side. Paseski out to the point. Paco. He kept it in the zone briefly. Trevians deflected it out. Little give and go play back the other way. Wilson. Drop pass. Oh, one too many. And now the Redhawks back the other way. Penalty tries to center it. Nobody there. Lindsay offside. Now at the far side, Rudman and Vitt broke it away. Vitt, shallow angle, shot saved. Late, just shovels it in deep. Manchester, Keith Manchester, avoided the check, put it into the zone. Wrapped around here to the near side. And that's just about going to do it for the period. At the end of the first period of play, the neutral Trevians on top 3-1. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Your what, second period? Flipped into the zone. And now picked up near side. Cleared out ahead all the way into the Trevians end. Now Johnny Heitman. Heitman put it to the far side. Lindsay tried to get it to it. Now picked up by Heitman again. The sophomore defenseman puts it on the near side glass. Out to the high point. Paco's shot ran into traffic. And out comes Scala. Mike Scala spreads it out. Mike Scala stops. Tried to center it. Off the leg. Now in deep. Wrapped around on the boards. Out to the point. And out beyond the point. Near side Scala. And Bidwell cleared it out to center ice. Paco tried to put it back in. Now Bidwell again. And Chad Bidwell flips it into the zone. On the far side. And they push it along the boards there. In the corner. Picked up now by the Redhawks. Cleared out to the point. Held in the zone. And again put deep. Brett Paco. He clears it. Up ahead. Paseski. He goes to the corner, avoids a check, still came up with the puck, but Jansen able to get over there. Now Morgan Baker, he had his pocket picked by Eric Sadler. Now deep into the corner. Heavy check on Heimlich. Paseski, Heimlich. Johnny Wilson, now Jansen over to it as Paseski continues to forecheck. And came up with the puck, put it back in deep. Well, at least no shots out of that. Sent down. They washed off the icing. Now on that far side, Morgan Baker came up with it into the slot. Nobody there. Tumulty lost it, but Sadler came up with it. Eric Sadler flips it into the Trevians end. Fossum slowed it down. Near side, picked up by Andrew Vitt, the Metro North leading scorer this year. Second year in a row. Back into the zone, picked up by Pat Tumulty, the freshman. Put to the far side. Now back over here to the near, picked up by Heimlich. Heimlich flips it into the zone. Deep to the corner. They try for a sweep move. Now Vitt out high, bouncing puck, cleared out the center ice. That's where Novak flips it back into the zone, and that is offside.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your attention, please.
Offside against the Trevians. And Rowe, Tingy goofed up a little bit, shot in the save, as Anthony DiMaria got it away. Cleared out to center ice and back to the blue line. In comes Jeff Blake. Blake tried to split the defense over here to the near side. Now cleared out to center ice. And now flipped back into the zone. And that is icing or offside? Appears to be icing. Icing against the Trevians. They'll send Kavanaugh and Scala out. Chad Bidwell and Paul Paseski. Out to the point, the shot, and the save by Fossum, and we'll do it all over again. On the far side again, back out to the point. Back to the corner. They push it along. Stick around for the awards ceremony on the network immediately following this game. The presentation of the Blackhawk Cup. Well, Paseski came out with the puck, but well covered and couldn't get a shot away, even though he was relatively open in the slot. Chad Bidwell knocked down. Back the other way come the Redhawks. Drop pass, nobody there but Scala. As the Redhawks were in the middle of the line change. Picked up by Chad Bidwell. Bidwell into the zone, into the high slot, stolen away. Now on the near side. And a penalty on Scala for tripping. Mike Scala minor for tripping. And the Trevians short-handed. Keith Manchester put it to the far side, up off the boards. Near side. Down the man goes. Everyone on the Naperville Central side thought it was a trip. Trevians clear, however. No penalty, other than the one already in for tripping. Paco to the far side. And the setup deflected out by Vitt into the stands. Lose a puck and gain a face-off. Now picked up by Andrew Vitt. Vitt, short-handed shot, save, and held on. Comes up with the puck. Off the boards, Vitt, out ahead, cleared out to center ice. Travis Tingey off the boards. Back to the blue line, near side. Paseski. Now Wilson puts it in the zone. Paco back behind the goal line. Far side. Now brought over here to the near side. Kavanaugh puts it in the zone. Trevians. Mike Novak clears as the Trevians continue penalty killing. Out come the Redhawks. Spread out. Now into the zone. Sisiski put it around to the near side. And Paseski sent to the far side, right in front. Shot save! Rebound, knocked out of there. And Andrew Vitt clears it out to center ice. Down he goes. And we got a penalty coming up, don't we? No. Cleared the length of the ice. Now picked up by Wilson. Shot and a goal! Short-handed. Andrew Vitt. The leading scorer this year adds a goal to his total. And the Trevians leading it. Again, a massive team effort on the part of the Trevians. And they lead it by the score of 4-1 here in the United Center in the Blackhawk Cup. Soft. Manchester over here to the near side. Saz back over to the far side. Third back out to center ice. Picked up by Jeff Lake. Lake flips it into the zone. Bouncing puck. Goes to the corner. Steve Marte. Short shot save. Rebound. Dribbles wide. Backhander goes wide. And again, the Trevians really peppering the Naperville Central defense here, and the goaltender really getting a workout today. Flipped up off the boards. Short shot by McKay Friedbaum. Marte knocked down in the slot. Now the puck dribbles by. Now both of them get their sticks up a little bit. The ref watches it, lets it go. Cleared. And they washed off the icing. Now Heitman cleared out the center ice. Marte, he couldn't control it. Back into the zone. Fossum puts it to the near side. And the Trevians break it out. Across the red line. Now picked up by Brad Lau. Brad Lau into the zone. Knocked away. Tumulty tries to sweep it ahead and put himself offside. Naperville Central caught with their feet in the cookie jar. The face-off is taken by Bidwell. No, stolen away into the slot. Little shot that was deflected to the near side. Out high and cleared out to center ice. The Redhawks have not been able to sustain much of an offense here against this very tough Trevian team. Outlet pass intended for Lindsay didn't connect. Evan Lindsay, now there's a quick shot to save. Rebound shot save. Third try, no. Stolen away and cleared out of there. Heavy check out top. He hit him high, but the ref let it go. Now Chad Bidwell. Bidwell goes down. Now flip back into the zone deep, and that's icing against Naperville Central. The physical play, a delight for the Naperville Central fans. The scoring, a delight for the New Trier Trevians fans. New Trier leading it 4-1. Over on the far side, now back behind the goal line. Put around to the near side. And again, Bobby Wilson, right in front of the Naperville Central fans, got knocked off his feet. Sent in by Johnny Heitman. Over here to the near side, picked up by John Wilson. Wilson looking for some help. Right into the slot. Morgan Baker got a weak shot away. Swept out of there, out high, and out to center ice. Trevians set the play up, brought back into the zone. Right back to the point, held in by Wilson. Wilson gives it to his brother. And now taken by Manchester, and Di Maria rather, and he clears it. That's icing. 4:44 to play here in the second period. Well, we have an opportunity. Let's pause for the message, and we'll be right back. We are watching, and we're set for the face-off. Following our television timeout. No, we're not quite ready yet. We're at the mercy of Fox Sportsnet as to when this puck actually drops. Now we're ready. Out to the point, the shot, the save. Nice save through the screen, cleared out to center ice. Heimlich had a little trouble with it, but put back into the zone by Lake over on that far side. Now flip ahead. Jansen rubbed out the player. Piseski bothered him. Now Sadler joins in. Up ahead, the pass under lead for Lee. Flipped back into the zone by the Redhawks. Sent over to the far side. Out to the point. And now back behind the goal. That's where the Trevians set the play on the near side. Lake up ahead. And now strong arm by Justin Waite. And the Trevians clear it back into the zone over on that far side. Oh my, nearly a wraparound attempt. Didn't quite control it in time. Now here come the Redhawks back the other way. The shot was partially blocked. Jansen over to the far side. Now Andrew Vitt with it. Vitt ahead for Rick Lee. Lee ahead, and Jeff Lake, he got bumped off. At the red line, Jansen, he fell down, and Bobby Wilson backhanded into the zone. Back behind the goal line, and again over here out to the near side. Wait, couldn't come up with it. Now Johnny Heitman does at his own blue line. The pass ahead for McKay Freed-Brown. Freed-Brown centered it, knocked away by Anderson. I would almost say, even though it's been successful, the Trevians are posting up way too tight. They're getting a lot of shots away, but they're also in too tight for rebounds. As that was the case, Marte with the shot and the save, and the rebound was there in the slot, but the Trevian second man in was way too tight. The shot and the save by Marte as he was pulled down. Tumulty gets hit hard. Now Tumulty retaliates, and he's going to get a penalty for that. Taken by Heitman. Heitman, shot and a save up on the side of the net there on the outside. And a whistle on the stoppage of play, and Tumulty will go set. A pair of freshmen make the... There's a shot and a save. And the puck pops free. Vitt out high, and Wilson couldn't come up with it. Trevians have it. Novak got bumped off. Got it into the zone. Now the big cranker and cleared by the Naperville Central Redhawks. Johnny Wilson. He put it to the far side. Give and go up for Charlie Lutz. And it's offside. Offside against the Trevians over on the left wing. Now the face-off. Near side, cranked into the zone. Back behind the goal line. Put over here to the near side. Now back in deep, Lee. Picked up and out to the high slot to the far side. There's a shot. Oh, off the post. A bell ringer for Charlie Lutz. Now picked up by Novak. That goes through, and Vitt was looking for the deflection on the back door. Shot again off the post. He shot a wide open net by Lee. Oh my. Talk up. Now it sort of sits there. They'll scrum it. Pops out of there. Trevians have it. Right in front. Shot just a little wide by Andrew Vitt. Vitt takes another shot. And we lose a puck into the crowd. Now on the far side, pushing it along. There's a shot and a save. Shot, just wide, deflected after Lee got it away. And Anderson deflected it just a little wide. Fossum left it there. Trevians with it. Up ahead for Lau. Lau tried to find Vitt. Stolen away. Now picked up by Johnny Heitman. Lutz to the far side. Vitt right up the middle. Shot and the save. Little piece of it by Anderson. Out to the point. And held in. Rick Lee. And the horn sounds into the period. At the end of the second period of play. We're on the network. It's the Trier Trevians 4 and the Naperville Central Redhawks 1. We'll be back with more hockey action, the third period, right after these messages. This one. Put to the near side. Heitman. Baker fell down, cleared to center ice. Put to the far side. Now over here to the near. The big cranker ran into traffic. Turned out to be a long shot on goal anyway. Grabbed and held on. Here at the UC. The state championship in high school hockey. Heimlich to the far side. Down the man goes. Deep to the corner. Picked up by the Trevians. Heimlich. He avoided the check. Now another couple of bumps and fed out to center ice by Morgan Baker. Saz put it to the far side. Now into the zone by the Redhawks. The Trevians through the first two periods have outshot their opponents by a remarkable 33-10. Not so remarkable for New Trier this year, but it's still a pretty high average. Now taken on the far side. Cleared out to center ice and back into the Redhawks end. The bad chase on. Morgan Baker got there first. He got knocked down. Up to the point, held in the zone. Shot save, rebound, dribbles wide. Out to the point, held in by the Trevians. But Bidwell can't control it. They've just done an ice resurface, and The ice hasn't set up very well. The puck doesn't move as well as it should. Gets in towards the goal, and Fossum just kind of shoveled it aside. Now out ahead, out to the point. Flipped back into the zone. Tumulty. He got bumped off, picked up by the Trevians. Out ahead, Evan Lindsay. Lindsay turns the corner. Centered it. Shot a goal! Evan Lindsay. Since the Trevians have been here trying for their three-peat, they have now outscored their opponents 13-1. The only goal in the 2.5 years, or if you will, 3 years, that New Trier has been here is that one by Tumulty here in the first period. The first 2 games that the Trevians won here at the UC in a row were both shutouts. This one, they're now leading 5-1. 5-1 the score. The draw picked up by the Redhawks. Kosiski put it to the far side, now picked up by Bidwell. Bidwell gave it in. The pass a bit over lead. Deep to the corner. Lindsay centers it right up the slot and held in the zone by Lau. He fell down, and the Redhawks scored it out to center ice. Travis Tingey puts it to the near side. Up ahead for Lindsay. Lindsay dropped past it for Bidwell. Turned out to be a shot on goal, and Anderson grabs it and holds on. Now with a pushing and shoving. And we're going to have some coincidental minors. Jay Gretzky and Chad Bidwell will set up here. After cross-checking, and the teams will copacetically into the zone. The shot broken up by the Trevians near side and cleared out to center ice. Now picked up by Lutz. He goes down. Picked up by Vitt into the zone. Put to the corner. Vitt right through the slot near side. Jansen with the blaster and the save. Popped free by the Trevians. Lutz right into the slot. Shot save. Rick Lee got that one away in the slot. Now we have a breakaway the other way. Big cranker and the save by Fossum. Huckle sent it deep into the zone, back behind the goal line, taken there by Jansen. Jansen put it to the near side. Manchester back out to the point. Bouncing puck, nobody controlled it. Vic got it, bounced out into the zone, and as they came back in the other way, Lutz was in offside. Now the Trevians pass ahead and into the zone. Marte, he avoided the check. Now Lake avoided the check. Lake goes to the side. They push it along there. Rudman took the man. Now the Trevians get it over here on the near side. Lake turns around looking for some help. Near side, and the Redhawks can't get it out of the zone. Now finally do. Cleared back the other way, trying for a little, again, a straight ahead action. This Red Hawk team very straight ahead. Don't do a lot of passing among the teammates. Back the other way. Lake dropped past it. And now the big cranker, and that boomed wide on the big blast. Back out to center ice. Trevians will make a line change. Heitman had a little trouble with it. Now brought into the zone. Down the man goes. Swatted out high, but Wilson was there. Now backhanded, flicked out to center ice by Baker. Near side, Bobby Wilson. Now Baker into the zone. Baker got knocked down. The football linebacker. Actually, I think he was trying to avoid hurting somebody and was willing to fall onto the ice to protect himself. Cleared out to center ice. And the Trevians now have it again. Heitman. Picked up by the Redhawks. They backhanded into the zone. That's icing against Naperville Central. Now the draw out to the point. The shot goes to the far side. Paseski clears it the length of the ice, and that be icing. Mike Scala and Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh won the draw. Paco gave it ahead and cleared. A pass over the lead, and once more icing. Some of the new Trier faithful here tonight. Some of the true blue Trevian crew. Not a lot of them tonight here. Over here to the near side. Out to center ice. Now flipped into the zone. Turned out to be a long shot on goal. Out to the point. Now it's only looking for the blood. Ty Mecco kept it in the zone. Down the man goes. Novak. That's going to be a penalty for hooking Paul Paseski. Added on to this. Added on to that penalty. Now the Trevians. Near side. Shot is wide. Morgan Baker now picked up over on that far side. They scrum it along into the corner. Wrapped around to the near side. Out to the point. Nobody there for the Trevians. And the puck squirts back into the Trevian end. Fossum leads it for Brad Lau. Brad Lau, pass ahead. And now Morgan Baker dropped past it. Nice job. Big cranker, and that boomed wide. From the right wing. And the puck cleared by the Redhawks. Bidwell. What did I say? Bidwell again. Lau bringing it up. Bidwell isn't even on the ice. Now picked up by Morgan Baker. Shot save. Rebound save. Puck pops to the near side, out high. A little backhander, didn't know where it was. Back behind the goal line. Now Scala puts it out to the point. Heitman will put it back in deep. Now picked up and cleared out ahead by Koski. Now picked up by Wilson. The big cranker by Bobby Wilson was way wide. Now back the other way into the zone. Tumulty shot, and the save deflected wide by Fossum. Another shot in the save. Short-handed. Got a couple of opportunities away. Now whistle. And another penalty coming up on Anthony Di Maria. Two-man advantage for the Trevians. Mike Novak into the zone. Backdoor shot. Couldn't get it away. Kind of overskated it a little bit. Now the Trevians have it in their own end. They'll set it up on the near side. Johnny Wilson. Back in deep. Now picked up by Watts. Backside. Shot save. Back out high. Vitt with the cranker. That ran into traffic out front. Cleared by the Redhawks. Fossum nearly gave it up. He did. A shot and a save. Off Paseski. Back behind the goal line. Centered. Knocked away by the Trevians. Andrew Vitt with pass over lead. Now in the zone comes Novak. Near side. And again, the Naperville Central fans, not understanding the game, are more interested in the excitement. Shot save on the breakaway. The near side. Now picked up Marte. Couldn't get the shot away. Now Lake. Give and go out to the point. Over to the far side. There's a shot save. Rebound. Oh my. Trevians Jeff Lake almost got there. Wow. Backside shot deflected. And the save. McKay Freed Brown looking for that backdoor play. There's Lake. Lake got a little weak shot away. And a goal! Again, a rebound. And Steve Marte with his second goal of the game, and it's 6-1. On their way to a third in a row Blackhawk Cup here at the United Center. Draw to the near side, 6-1, Trevians lead. Whistle and the offside. Some of the Trier Trevian group. Bobby Teton there. Okay, don't be a smart aleck, Bobby. Tommy Geary. Some of the other Trevians. Some of the True Blue Trevian crew. See, they were looking to get on the Jumbotron, and here I am putting them on my network. Smart Alex. Into the zone. Mako. Ty Mako up ahead. Now flip. Near side. Flip back in. Back goes Paco over to the far side. Now picked up and put to the near side. The man Chase on back behind the goal. Mako. He got bumped off. Trevian's third line has done a lot of damage tonight. Eric Jansen and a whistle. Back behind the play, we got a penalty.
In honor of the 2000 Blackhawk Cup presented by United Airlines, the Chicago Blackhawks
For elbowing. Chad Bidwell, minor for elbowing. Now the draw, put to the far side. And now picked up and cleared by Heimlich. Got a new goaltender in there, Mullally. Mike Mullally now in goal for the Redhawks. Trevians leading 6-1. Heimlich, far side. Now out to the high slot. Put over here to the near side. Kavanaugh wrapped it around to the far side. And now picked up by the Trevians. They clear it out to center ice. Now here comes Morgan Baker. Shot a goal! Short-handed, Morgan Baker. The pass from Pete is well in the offing for the new Trier Trevians. Over here to the near side now. Flipped into the zone on the far side. Trevian still penalty killing. Short-handed goal. Over here to the near side. Now here's the Trevians again into the zone. Spun around. Down goes McKay Freed Brown. He's in another penalty coming up, isn't it? He has picked up, and now the whistle, the penalty for holding. McKay Freed Brown comes into the zone. Right here's the grab to get out of here alive. As far as the Naperville Redhawks and the new Trier Trevians are concerned, Trevians leading it big time again. Last year they won it 7-0. This year they're leading 7-1. Heavy check along the boards on Andrew Vitt, cleared out to center ice. Trying to strong arm away, picked up by Andrew Vitt. Vitt gets hacked in a little bit. Now Tingy. Tingy's shot ran into traffic. He tries again and dribbles it by over to the far side. Picked up by Novak. He put it to the near side. And again, Vitt hit rather hard out to the point. Now over on that far side, picked up by Novak. Put it into the slot. Nobody there for the Trevians. Down goes Lutz a little hard. And he is a little groggy getting up off the ice. Over here to the near side. The pass over left. And that's icing against the Trevians. Now Tumulty. Nice job once and twice. Popped free. And out come the Trevians. Back into the zone, drop pass. Put it out high, but Tumulty was there. Pat Tumulty, the freshman, he had his pocket picked by Matt Heimlich. Little poke check. Now what? Jansen back behind the play, and we got a penalty coming up. A little push and shove on the end here. But Tumulty will go sit. For the run in back behind the goal. Heimlich gets a minor for roughing. I thought that was Tumulty that got that. It's Heimlich for the rough. Face off. Tumulty right into the slot. Backside shot high and up into the stands. We lose the puck and gain a face off. Now right into the slot, bouncing around, dribbles over here to the near side. Picked up by Lee. And some more pushing and shoving along the boards there. Let it go. Ricky Lee, nice job, got around the man twice. And then deflected high and wide. The net's been dislodged, and the whistle stops the play. Well, Rick Lay got in, got the shot away. And in the process, the net then dislodged as the puck bounced over the goal. Less than a minute to go. Those of you on our regular network will only see the end of the game here and the presentation of the cup. Those of you watching on our special network will see the awards, the full award ceremony immediately following the game. Now into the zone. There's a shot, the save, and Fossum holds on now afterwards, a little push and shove. And now Paseski comes over and takes a run. The referee watches it, and I think we got 2 penalties coming up here on Naperville Central. The frustration has certainly taken its toll. Paul Paseski and Eric Sadler. Paseski and Sadler will sit out in the sin bin for the remainder of the game. Just a few seconds left to play here in the period. Now in the corner, and that's going to do it. Picked up, put to the far side. And it is over. The new Trier Trevians are three-peats. Let the celebrations begin. And the new Trier Trevians, with a remarkable 15-1, goes Ford versus Dent in the 3 years that they have won the Scholastic Cup in a row. Somebody on the bottom of that pile looks like he got beaten up a little bit. Andrew Vitt, maybe. I'm not sure exactly who it was. And the new Trier Trevians are the champions in both the Scholastic Cup for 5 years in a row and the Blackhawk Cup for 3. And the celebrations, the presentation of the